Footballers, this is day 15 of 30 for 30. We're talking about knowledge is power. A really important realization for yourself as a footballer, and of course beyond your career in life, is what you don't know will hurt you. And most of us, almost everyone, including myself, there are things that we don't know that we don't know. And that also can be described as unconscious incompetence. And the more conscious you make your competence, and then of course, the highest level of performance is where your competence is unconscious, when it's ingrained in you, it's built into your skin, it is in your tissue. Literally, it's woven into your DNA. And that is what is world-class performance. That's what people get paid millions to do, when they can do something that is world-class like that on the drop of a dime. And so in that vein, this video is covering the biggest mistakes that footballers are making. And by the time you're 18 years old, you should be smart enough to know these things. All right? Football is a crazy game, but also very simple when you step back and think about it. There's so much so-called knowledge. Do cone drills, do ball mastery, go in the gym, get strong, quote unquote, endless plyometrics, build muscle, do core workouts, hit mobility, leg day, count your calories, take dozens of supplements, eat vegetables, grind. If only I knew how misguided all this was when I was 18 years old or even younger. I created Football Entangled to teach the younger me everything I would need to not see my dreams crash in front of my eyes. The mentor I didn't have, the guide that wasn't there, the knowledge I didn't know. Someone to prevent my foot fracture, and the refracture, and the ACL tear, and the meniscus tear, and the other countless injuries I had. Where would it stop? Well, ultimately, it didn't stop until I said no more. I don't want any more of this nonsense. I took responsibility for my body, and I shrugged off the nonsense thrusted upon us by trainers, physios, and doctors everywhere you look. I began to ask questions the so-called experts don't want to answer and don't want to acknowledge. I began demanding results instead of excuses. Once you tell yourself, okay, maybe the world out there isn't as smart as I think it is. Maybe the people out there that are telling me what to do don't know everything. The truth is, all of you have great potential hidden inside of you from the day you were born. Your environment and childhood decided whether or not that potential turned it into talent. For many, it doesn't. And for some, it does. And even more, you're stuck on the fence with chronic injury, performance weaknesses, and ultimately athletic depression. I firmly believe that with the right tools, you can fix all injury, upgrade all weaknesses, and attain a surreal level of confidence on the football pitch. Getting started now on a serious system is the key. So instead of endlessly consuming other people's content and getting stuck of a cycle of doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, try this. Build your own talent. Unlock your athleticism. Work with nature. Take small steps each day to begin changing the habits across your training, lifestyle, and nutrition. And I guarantee you, you will be a lot closer to your dreams than what you were doing before. Now, below this video, comment baller, and I'll show you how I create world-class performance. Not too long ago, I was in your shoes and was wondering, how does it all work? Let me help you figure it out. And so now I'm gonna go over a few things. Now, this little video is really nice because in theory, everything works out, the plan goes to plan, but in reality, practice is a series of 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And sometimes it's 3 steps back and 1 step forward. And that's progress because you were facing the wrong direction. On top of that, how funny is it when people speak about knowledge? And of course, knowledge is great, but it means nothing if it's applied incorrectly or if it's based on false assumptions. And that's where experience comes in. Experience is, okay, that makes no sense. Next, goodbye. Experience is the catalyst that turns knowledge into something useful. And lastly, you uncover what is when you get rid of what isn't. That's a quote from Buckminster Fuller. And this graphic shows a lot. And there's a reason why when you're in nature, in the mountains, when these big companies are looking for gold, you have to find the gold by tossing out all of the nonsense. It's basically addition by subtraction. You have to uncover the gold. You have to unlock the gold deep inside the mountains and get through all of the clutter, all of the fluff. And that's what you are doing by becoming entangled. And that's what we're here to help you do. So this is day 15 of Football Entangled 30 for 30. My name is Taylor Davidson. Thank you and welcome. Drop that comment below, baller, and I'll see you inside the Entangled tribe very soon.